Not every fan knows, but the most impactful renewal of the Vikings' free agency for 2025 hides details that change everything. A special clause, million-dollar incentives, and a strategic bet made this extension much more than just the retention of a veteran. What really motivated this decision? And why did the franchise decide not to pursue a younger replacement? Against all expectations, the Vikings not only kept one of their greatest idols, but also made it the boldest move of the offseason. Harrison Smith is back, and his new contract reveals a lot about the future of the team. Harrison Smith confirmed his return to the Minnesota Vikings for the 2025 season, a decision considered crucial by head coach Kevin O'Connell for the continuity of the team. During the NFL's annual meetings in Palm Beach, Florida, O'Connell emphasized the veteran safety's importance to the defense's performance and detailed the process that led to the contract renewal. From the start of the offseason, Smith adopted a cautious approach, requesting time to evaluate his future in the league. O'Connell respected the request, avoiding any pressure on the player. Last month, the coach received confirmation that the safety would remain with the team for his 14th NFL season. At 36 years old, Smith signed a revised contract securing his spot on the Vikings roster, including an $8 million signing bonus, a $2 million base salary, and performance incentives that could bring the total amount to $14 million. Among the bonuses included, one highlight is the Hitman to the Hoff clause, which grants $500,000 if the player records at least 4 interceptions during the 2025 season. Smith maintains a track record of consistency and high-level performance, solidifying himself as one of the key names in the Vikings' defense. In 2024, he started in 16 games, recording 87 tackles, 3 interceptions, 1 sack, and 1 fumble recovery. His impact extends beyond the statistics, as he is a central piece in the defensive structure led by coordinator Brian Flores. Since joining the NFL in 2012, Smith has accumulated 37 interceptions, 12 forced fumbles, 9 fumble recoveries, 20.5 sacks, and 1,126 tackles, becoming the defensive back with the most tackles in Vikings history. In the playoffs, the player also stood out, starting in 8 games and contributing with 55 tackles, 1 sack, and 3 pass breakups. Smith's decision to remain with the team reflects confidence in the structure built by the Vikings for the 2025 season. Coordinator Brian Flores played a key role in the renewal, reinforcing the importance of the safety for solidifying the defensive unit. Since 2017, Smith has been a constant presence on the defense, participating in at least 900 snaps per season. The player's longevity and ability to adapt make him a strategic asset for the team, allowing greater tactical flexibility in defensive formations. In addition to Smith's continuity, the Vikings also strengthened the roster with new signings, including cornerback Isaiah Rodgers, who arrives as part of the plan to revamp the defense. However, the veteran safety's return is seen as one of the most significant moves of the offseason, ensuring experience and leadership to the unit. The emotional and strategic impact of Smith's decision goes beyond the contract renewal, representing a vote of confidence in the project led by O'Connell and Flores. Smith's career stands out not only for the numbers, but also for the recognition within the league. With 6 Pro Bowl selections and a first-team All-Pro nomination in 2017, the player positions himself as one of the top safeties of the last decade. His performance in the last season reinforces the ability to perform at a high level, even amid the natural physical evolution over the years. The inclusion of incentives in the contract reflects the expectation that Smith will continue to directly impact games, both in pass coverage and pressuring the opposing quarterback. The Vikings communications department emphasized the importance of the renewal, highlighting the player's consistency and legacy. In his NFL career, Smith joined a select group of defenders by reaching the milestone of 30 interceptions and 20 sacks, a feat achieved by only 7 players in league history. Among the names on this list are figures already inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, such as Rodney Harrison, Ron Barber, Leroy Butler, and Charles Woodson. The achievement underscores Smith's impact on the game and the possibility of a future Hall of Fame induction. The contract signed for 2025 establishes an incentive structure that could benefit both the player and the team. Smith will receive $250,000 if he participates in at least 65% of defensive plays, $500,000 upon reaching 70%, and $750,000 if he plays in 75% of the snaps. Additionally, he can secure an extra bonus of $500,000 if he records at least 3 sacks if selected for the first-team All-Pro. The amount will be $1 million, while a second-team nomination will earn him $500,000. The contract also includes additional compensation if the Vikings achieve playoff success, with $250,000 for an NFC championship, $500,000 for winning the Super Bowl, and $1 million if Smith is named MVP of the game and has played in at least 75% of the snaps in the final match. Smith has already demonstrated his ability to reach high statistical goals throughout his career. He leads active NFL safeties in interceptions and has recorded at least 4 interceptions in 4 different seasons, the most recent being in 2022 when he totaled 5. Although he may no longer be at his physical peak, his understanding of the game and tactical skills continue to make him a key piece for the Vikings. Coordinator Brian Flores reinforced the importance of Smith's presence on defense, highlighting his impact both on and off the field. The safety's continuity allows the Vikings to maintain a high level of defensive execution, while younger players in the secondary, such as Josh Metellus and Theo Jackson, can develop under his guidance. Head coach Kevin O'Connell also expressed his appreciation for the player, emphasizing his commitment and leadership over the seasons. The 2025 season may represent Smith's last in the NFL, making it a crucial moment for both his career and the franchise's trajectory. His return reinforces the Vikings' commitment to balancing experience and renewal within the roster, aiming for a competitive campaign next year. With a legacy already established, Smith takes the field not only to defend the Vikings' secondary, but also to strengthen his Hall of Fame candidacy, leaving a definitive mark on NFL history. The impact of Smith's renewal also extends to the Vikings' financial planning as they sought to balance retaining a high-performing veteran with the need to manage the team's salary cap. The revised contract provided flexibility for the franchise, allowing resources to be reallocated to strengthen other areas of the roster. The safety salary adjustment helped facilitate the signing of new defensive players, including the addition of young talents in the secondary and reinforcements on the defensive line. General Manager Mensah emphasized that the negotiation with Smith was conducted strategically, ensuring the team remained competitive without compromising financial planning for the coming years. The impact of Smith's continued presence was also felt in the locker room, where the veteran is widely respected by his teammates. Younger players often highlight his leadership and influence on the development of new defensive talents for the Vikings. Josh Metellus, who emerged as an important piece of the secondary last season, credited part of his growth to his time alongside Smith. He raises the level of everyone around him. Having someone like him on the defense gives us confidence and direction in crucial moments, stated Metellus in a recent interview. Beyond the technical aspect, Smith's continuity reinforces the defensive identity of the Vikings, who have historically stood out for forming consistent and physically imposing defensive units. The safety's experience in different tactical systems allows Brian Flores' defense to maintain a high degree of versatility, alternating between aggressive formations and more conservative coverage schemes. Smith played a key role in implementing Flores' system in 2024, operating both as a deep line defender and close to the line of scrimmage to counter the opposing run game. Smith's ability to adapt has also been a key factor in his longevity in the league. Over the years, he has adjusted his playing style to minimize physical wear and tear, improving his defensive reads and anticipation of plays. This evolution has allowed him to continue impacting games even as he ages, a trait that places him among the greatest safeties in NFL history. In a league increasingly focused on explosive offenses and dynamic offensive strategies, the presence of a defender with Smith's intelligence and experience represents a strategic advantage for the Vikings. Preparations for the 2025 season have already begun, and Smith remains committed to excellence as always. Known for his work ethic and dedication to studying the game, he has actively participated in the team's voluntary training sessions, helping integrate new members of the secondary. Coordinator Brian Flores emphasized that Smith's role goes beyond statistics, highlighting his importance as a mentor to younger players and his ability to elevate the entire defensive unit. With Smith's return confirmed, the Vikings are projecting a more solid and experienced defensive unit for 2025. The team's goal is to improve performance in crucial moments following a 2024 season marked by defensive ups and downs. The expectation is that the veterans' continuity combined with the new signings will strengthen the team's ability to compete at a high level within the NFC. Smith's future in the NFL remains uncertain after the conclusion of the 2025 season, but his influence on the franchise and his legacy are already solidified. If he chooses to retire at the end of the 2025 season contract, he will conclude his career as one of the greatest defenders in Vikings history and a strong candidate to enter the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Until then, Smith will continue to perform his role with the same intensity and dedication that have defined his career, aiming to leave one final significant contribution to Minnesota's defense. The renewal of Harrison Smith's contract not only strengthens the Vikings' defense for the 2025 season, but also symbolizes the importance of experience and leadership within the franchise. At 36 years old, the veteran safety continues to play a strategic role in the defensive unit led by Brian Flores, combining his refined game-reading skills with an adaptability that has been essential to his longevity in the NFL. His new contract, structured with performance incentives, reflects the team's confidence in his ability to directly impact games while providing financial flexibility to strengthen other areas of the roster. Beyond the technical aspect, his continued presence represents a bridge between different generations of the Vikings' defense, aiding in the development of emerging talents and ensuring the continuity of the team's defensive identity. With a legacy already established and statistics that place him among the greatest safeties in league history, Smith enters his 14th season with the mission of leading Minnesota to a competitive campaign, possibly the last of his career. His presence in the locker room, the respect he has earned from teammates and opponents, and his tactical importance make his retention one of the most strategic moves of the Vikings offseason. If this truly is his farewell, he will have the chance to reinforce his Hall of Fame candidacy by leaving one more indelible mark on the franchise's history. And for you, the fan, was the renewal of Harrison Smith the best decision for the Vikings, or should the team have sought a younger alternative for the position? Leave your opinion in the comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to receive all notifications, and give a like to support our content. Thank you for watching, and go Vikings!